Come on over, it's time for Tim Friend.
Hey, welcome back to Tim Friend. It's been a while. I know it's been a while for you, but it's been even longer for me. I mean, it's been a while since I recorded Wind Waker at least, but I just spent a little bit of pre-recording time beating on this old man with my sword. Approximately 1900 strikes of my blade. Because he was like, hey, you're not that fucking great at swords. Know who's great at swords? Me, I'm great at swords. And I said, well, okay, then how do I be great at swords? And he says, hit me a bunch of times without letting me hit you. And after a little bit of trial and error, I found that the most consistent way for me to do it was to hit him 4 times and then block with shield, and then hit him 4 times and then block with shield, and just do that forever and ever. And so I had to do that 100 times, and then 300 times, and then 500 times, and then 1,000 times to get all the rewards he had, which was like, I think it totaled up to like 300 rupees and a piece of heart. So that's definitely not a waste of my time, right? Haha! Oh boy. Well, that's not the only reason we're back on Outset Island. Today, we're gonna try the cave of 100. We're gonna go to that big head over there in the distance, and we're gonna say, hey, big head, what's your deal, huh? What do you got hiding under you? And we know what's hiding under there. There's a Triforce piece under there, but there's also like a crazy mask under there that we're gonna try to get, because it makes us look pretty dumb. So we're gonna try to wear it, because I'm into that shit. Can we go down into that house? I've never tried. Well, now we've got a new fucking mystery to investigate. Let's see if we can get on top of that ding-dang house. On the other side of this little gappity-gap bridge. See what's in there. What you got hiding in your house, pig lady? I don't know if I've ever been inside this house. Like, I've played this game a lot. But I've always seen this house as the house with the pigs outside. Nothing relevant inside. Don't bother. But now I see she's got like a little storage space. Got a little magic potion. I can't draw my sword in here, so it's just a lot of throwing pots and barrels around. That's pretty cool. That's not a waste of time. I've got like $4 so far. Made my magic back at least. That's... Oh my god. Are you joshing me with this? Okay, at least there's a hole. At least there's a hole in the ground. Why was she keeping bombs in her attic? I don't know why I keep saying she. Again, I only associate this place with the pig lady. The lady who likes pigs. Fuck it. Yeah, it's even more of them. What can we pick up box? Where is this box fucking model ever used anywhere else? Alright, an arrow. Great. I mean, it's 10, but it looks like one. A bunch of arrows. Wow. Alright, what's down here? Hey, what's up? Great. You were freaked out by the crashing around in the attic? That's nice of you. That's cool. What the fuck? This bunk bed is rad. I want to sleep up there. Though apparently this family all sleeps in the same bed except for one child. It's probably Booger Child. If I'm guessing, it's gonna be that kid with the big old bogey hanging out his nose. Ah, poor kid. He didn't deserve it. I mean, he's a gross kid. I understand. I don't want to sleep next to a giant slime slug coming out of someone's nasty. But maybe he's got cuddly needs too. I don't know. That makes me sad. That made me a little bummed out to think about. I'm sorry. It's supposed to be a posy Tim Friend. They're all supposed to be posy. I mean, they're not all supposed to be posy Tim Friends, but it's my goal is to make you feel a little positive. Maybe give a little chuckle, a little ha-ha, a little hee-hee, a little goof, a little joke or jape. And then here I am talking about how Booger Nose needs cuddling and his family doesn't give it to him. Instead they give huggling and cuddling to the other kid. The kid without a booger the size of, you know, Link's fist hanging out of his nasties. He's a nasty baby. That sucked. I'm sorry. What was that? Austin Powers? Get the fuck out of here, Tim. I'm sorry. I'll never make an Austin Powers reference again. He lied. Alright, let's hope I made the wind direction the right one. I'm pretty sure I needed the bigger magic bar to get this far anyway. So that's part of the reason why we haven't come here yet. Another big reason is that I am scared. I'm scared about doing it. It requires... gotta force it. There we go. Oh, do I get magic? Yes, actually. But it's scary, especially on hero mode. It's gonna be a lot of fighting. Like, it's 50 floors of fighting, I think. I do like seeing his little legs under there. It's still very funny. Still a great joke. Let's chuck him off a cliff, huh? Fuck you. Oh, he didn't even make it off the cliff. Look at this Knight's Crest. I gotta take out my boomerang. My boomerang and my grab haps. That should be good. This is like, I always get it confused with the one from Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, which is called the Cave of 100 Trials. Whoa, that's not what this is. This is like the Cave of... I'm gonna drink this poachy. Yeah, it sucks. But at least I can get a ferret. There we go. Yeah! Give me that little fairy in a bottle. Every time I'll make that joke. It's a similar concept to the Cave of 100 Trials in Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. It's only 50 and it's not the most. I mean, it is necessary, partially. At least part of it is 100% necessary to beat the game. As in TTYD, 1000 Year Door. It's a totally optional area, but I still always like to do it anyway because it makes me feel like a strong big man. I don't know if I've ever... I was going to say I don't know if I've done this on hero mode before, but I've beat the game on hero mode before, so I have to have done at least part of this on hero mode, right? Gripes? I mean, that would make sense. It would make logical, chronological sense. Eh. How about you? You want more? No? Okay. Okay. While I was being super bored fighting Orca, smacking him around a bagillion times. So he's a fisherman. He's got a bunch of jaw skulls all up in his house. Jaw skulls. He's got a bunch of shark jaw bones all up in his house and a big wooden blue shark. And apparently, unlike his... Wow, I hit that guy so hard he just... The red choo-choo has logged off of Wind Waker. Ah! That's right. Counterattack that one, bench. How many more are you? This one? Great. Wow, a whole one, huh? Cool. So, Orca. If you look at his little, like, Picto Box miniature thing jam, it says he's a fisherman. Okay, that makes sense, because we're in a big ocean world, right? Well, no. As we also learn in this game, that there's no fish in these seas. There's the shmee, there's the fish man. I learned out that's what they're called. It's just literally called fish man, which, fantastic, great name. And then monsters. So I was like, well, what the fuck does he fish? There's no fish here. And the reason apparently there's no fish here, according to some Zelda encyclopedia or some other horse apples, is that it's some kind of illusory mystic water that fish can't survive in. And so that's why Zoras became the Rito, so they could be above the water. Live above the water. Live above the water. Great, great reference to a song I don't know. Anyway, so there's no fish. So what the fuck is he fishing? Okay, that's a great question. Well, monsters exist. We know that, and we've seen the little Sharpedo torpedo monsters. So those could be the jaws of those, but that goes against the sort of canon of this sort of reality we're inhabiting, where monsters don't leave body parts behind. Unless they're directly stolen off of them, like a golden feather from a Kargarok, I think is our only example of that. But otherwise, whenever a monster is slain, it disappears into this sort of dark, purpley, swirly mist, which is, like, I don't want to dunk on it. It's very aesthetically pleasing. But at the same time, how do you get a shark's jaw from a monster that disappears into smoke? Now, I guess that's not 100% true, because we have been fighting the big octos, which, since they exist in the Great Sea, are monsters, unless they are horribly mutated fishmen. Oh my god, this is fucking a Gabe theory. So assuming the big octo's a monster, which would make sense because it's in the sort of same species as the octorok. There are some physiological differences, mostly in size and in location, but excuse me. Anyway, big octo's a monster, but when it dies, we don't see it explode. We just saw it sink beneath the waves. Which, I mean, it could still explode down there. We definitely see some things like the moblin upon death gets knocked back through the air a little bit before it dies, before it explodes into the mist. So it's no guarantee that the big octo is not poofing away into mists. And since it's in the same sort of species as the octorok, gotta assume it is. Anyway, the shark torpedoes, we know they die. They turn into the mist like immediately upon death. So how the fuck does Orca have shark jaws? How does he know, like, what a shark looks like other than those little sharpedo things? I don't know, do you? I think it's a big, dank plot hole. Unless the people of the Wind Waker verse eat monsters, and what we're seeing is a sort of artist's rendition of the monsters dying instead of leaving bat corpses everywhere and shit. Alright, next time on Tim Friend, I don't know, the next 10 floors played on autopilot. Bye, everybody.
We're Tim Friend.